Haha, I recorded a video yesterday and didn't even record the iPad, so I don't know. Let's see what happens here, huh? So, put it here, I suppose. Put a blocker here so it doesn't fall over. What was I talking about? Oh, boy. I'm talking about a lot of history about, oh my goodness grief, yeah. So, it didn't record. Typical old iPad. Let me check. Is it recording? Looks like it. Wow. Anyway, so it is recording, so it's getting so old, you know, it's falling apart. Haha. Yes, doctor. I guess I'm in view. I'm in view. Oh, I could go down a bit here, I suppose. Tilt it forward. Yeah. I don't know. Crash, bang, thump. How much? Sorta. Yeah, okay. It might fall, but oh well. Anyway. Showing off my gorgeous legs, of course, because I get a lot of comments on my beautiful legs. Woohoo! Aha! Yes, doctor! Hell yeah! Wow. Anyway, this one was operated on, by the way. It's still a little warm, and it's still a little sore, and it's kind of swollen down here. Okay. Had a blood draw the other day, and it shows a little bit low in red blood cells and other things. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so what am I going to talk about? Anything? Oh yeah, there's new videos about moi out there. As I said before, I'm not an inventor, not a scientist. I'm not promoting anything. Okay, I don't promote anything. Just people that watched over the years, heard about it, came over, filmed it, like Mel Ernest Winfield. I already mentioned that one, and Alex Pistero, George Hathaway, and many others over the years. Okay, so my interest in it is basically old technology, okay? So I was doing the replication of Tesla stuff with the help of Thomas Lee Richardson, who's one of Tesla's friends, by the way. He wrote a book on Tesla. Vancouver Public Library. Check it out. I got Colorado Spring Notes and Tesla's autobiography and many other helpful folks that helped out. It gave me a lot of information to help me understand and build technology back in the 80s. Wow. Then I got into Navy stuff because Navy stuff's the best in the world to duplicate some of those frequencies. And as you can see in this place here, there's a lot of Navy stuff and other high voltage things. So getting interesting. I wanted to point out, let me just move this way. In 2007 about, in Vancouver, reaching down, I got this on film somewhere. It's a metal sample, by the way. I'll take a look, okay? Okay. It's an odd metal thing because I think I showed it the other day. I didn't. But anyway, this sample is, I'll get as close as I can here. It was on a plastic sheeting. What is that? It's a steel bar. It moved around like this. It twisted. You can see the twist there. I'll look at this part. It's the other section of it. But what happened was it did. Which way was that? Looks like that. It moved. It was straight. Okay. I went like that, and then it pulled apart like that. And what's interesting about it is it gets thinner down here, as if it was pulled apart. I think that's the way it went, wasn't it? got some weird stuff in it. But anyway, it just pulls apart. And you can see it's like taffy. You just pulled it like... That's on video somewhere, I'm sure of it. And that's one of the last remaining metal samples I have. I maybe have another one, but... Because I sold them all on eBay, right? Gave a lot away, too. To friends around the world. Look at this piece. About 2007, late 2006 time frame. It didn't get hot. These things seem to get cold. As Alex Pizarro once held one and put his fingerprints in the whole thing. He started laughing. He said, "It's cold." Whoops. Oh, that's weird. He said it was cold. I started laughing. I don't know what he mentioned about it, but Alex Pizarro would be with me a lot of times in the evening watching the effects in the 80s especially. Unfortunately, Alex Pizarro passed away, but he gives a description on the news what he was quite interested in at the time. I don't think they interviewed Hathaway, but it was an interesting CBC film. Got that somewhere too. Hold the phone. I gotta go and make a cigarette. I do smoke. I like smoking, number one. But somebody's released a few new videos. I'm not in it. I just pictures of me in it and some other people doing other things. That's okay. I got an interview coming up anyway here too. So I'll keep talking until they start knocking on the door. I swear probably a video or a TV thing, I don't know. But right back. Coming back. Too much smocking. Where am I here? In focus or not? I think so. Alright, so little Johnny Cupcake here. That's a little sore when I moved like that, but oh well. Late, you know. But healing. So, I'm sure that a lot of scientists would never take me serious. Just look at a video like this and start saying, well, he's crazy. You know? So, that's the way I am, actually. I've always been that way ever since I was a kid, you know. I used to dress up like Mr. Spock and did all that stuff. See, I really don't care what people think, number one. I always treat humans with positivity. Everybody. I'm not into hatred or goofy garbage like that or other stupid things. You know, we're all humans. Each and every one of us has got our own mind and thinking patterns and stuff like that, and happiness, sadness, torture, murder. It's so sad to see these wars all the time on this planet. I'm talking like an idiot. alien. But it is. Oh, wow. It is really sad anyway. On that note, so I've been busy here recreating what I was doing some years ago. I'm getting results so far. I had a Holocrafters SX piece that I was restoring, and part of it was like H effect stuff in it. So it's one of those ones I got from Canada, from the old lab in Canada. I got lots of that stuff here. I didn't sell everything to Germany, you know. I kept all the good stuff. And acquiring good stuff here, so it's been now over a year since it's been heavily, really, the shipments are coming in. Many of them leaving, another shipment coming in. I already put away a bunch of units that came in a few weeks ago. I got a couple more to pick up down in Willis here. So I'll get that done next week, I guess. Well, I'm busy. This chair is more comfortable. Oh yeah. I love goofing around. Yeah, kind of. I love goofing around. Right. That might hold me in there. Okay, so talk louder. I guess this thing isn't recording that well anymore. Yeah. Too much smoking also. Not that much. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, stretch, man. Oh. Ever since as a little kid, I acted like this. Silly, positive, happy, and very collective in collecting things. And dressing like this, dress up or dress down or dress like a pirate or whatever, who knows? Okay? Okay. So, like so. One of the first pieces I got, when was that? Wow. I'm living at home. I bought it. Okay. Two-way radio out of a taxi cab or something like that, and had all these beautiful tubes in it and crystals. Microphone and switchgear. And I needed a 12-volt battery, and I did actually make money at $17 to buy a battery, 12-volt battery. I got involved at that age, and I got it working in that, and did transmission and stuff. I'll never forget that. I put it on my bicycle and climbed up the hill in North Vancouver, British Columbia with it. It was pretty heavy. It was pretty heavy. Then I met, the Hamtrak Electronics. I was hooked. And then RP Electronics and Satellite Electronics, and then all the scrapyards in Vancouver and Army surplus stores in Vancouver, North Vancouver. Adnac Salvage and MB Superior Metals, North South Salvage, where we filmed part of the Ark of the Covenant some years ago. Revealed, and then Capital Salvage and Adnac Salvage and Wesley Military Surplus Store and Allen Lever Antiques, where I bought my guns. Can you believe that a mint condition Snyder Enfield carbine or artillery model or long model cost only $16? Now like thousands or hundreds or not thousands of dollars. I bought my BAR machine gun, 50 caliber Brownings for $25 each. I can't believe the prices and how much these things cost these days. and the growing paralysis of gun control. It's one of those crazy things that politicians like doing is gun control, but not human control. I mean, people should take an exam for psychic stuff, psychological exam, which I did do, a number of them, for my special permits, FAC's firearms acquisition certificate. I was allowed fully automatics and semi-automatics and any kind of firearm. And boy, did I collect them! I got pistols and stuff from when I was a kid, from Tom Von Gallus. I lived behind my parents' house, and I went down there, and they had a vault full of these things. I would even work there cleaning them for Tom Von Gallus, and I earned points and get, these guns. I still got the pistols with the price tags on them. I just haven't gotten around to open up the crates. And then when I was in Germany, I bought a huge load, which I had to go through the ATF and all that, and the RCMP, which I still have those. So I have a gun collection. I'm not much of a shooter. I don't mind shooting them off in a range somewhere in a safe area, which I do once in a long time. And cannon. I'm into cannons and artillery, so I don't know how many tons I got. Literally in tons. Stuff like that. Not much into the modern stuff, not into aluminium or plastic, any of that garbage stuff they put out these days, like AR-15s. I'm not into that junk. I much prefer something older and all metal, that crap metal like aluminium. So, but anyway, blah blah blah. I got pistols, which apparently was single action Colt, small pistols, and a Derringer from some sheriff in USA. Sold to me by Dr. Danny's husband, Lee Severine. Still got those. I haven't sold anything. I don't sell anything, I always acquire it. But at reasonable prices, like all the Oerlikon cannon stuff. And all the parts for them, like the sights and shoulder mounts. Scrap price. Anyway, I mentioned that before in another video. Anyway. And the main thing I do is take my vitamins since 1990 or 89 or 1990. Loads of them. I have this iPad resting against a crate of vitamins I take daily. Forever. When I was in the hospital in Howard Memorial, I could feel myself over those 10 days not access to vitamins. So, although they gave me vitamins, very good people. Very, very good people there. So, but I guess when I got out a little while ago, leg issue, knee issue, which is going to be written up in a medical report. It's a very rare condition. It's healing. But anyway, I was walking around trying to do things, and I get a very dry mouth. And felt weak. But as time progressed, I started to get my energy back, started lifting heavier things, and doing well with that. And hey, smoking's not good for you, but I take all the countermeasures, like niacin and NAC and L-arginine, all that stuff. Also, my friend in China just sent me a package of tea, special teas they use for COVID. He sent me a whole package a year or so ago. Still got piles of it. And one for other conditions. Just arrived the other day. Oh. Haven't tried it yet. Just, I don't want any interactions, so I'll study it more. What to do is the National Institute of Science and all those NSIT and all the studies done on these things. I study it quite intently, actually. And quite intent before I delve into it. So what got me started was Dirk Pearson's Handbook on Life Extension, the Practical Scientific Approach in 1982. In those days, I took some vitamins, but nothing like what I do now. Vitamin man. Yes, doctor. So anyway. Oh, yeah, so I lost 15 pounds, and I hope to keep that off. I'm getting well buffed here. Hopefully. And I mentioned a commercial. I'll be doing that. I'll be dressed fully as Carla P. Knights Rothschild III, doing that commercial with professionals. Some of this stuff off my fingers. So I'm gonna get another few of these more, the massive receivers. Got a good friend back east who sells them. Maybe. I'm not going to tell you who it is, though. I get them. Programmable. So if you want to listen to the space shuttle, you just dial in the frequency, literally. Like so. All these different connections here. Like, I'm trying to remember the frequency. It was 196, something like that. 0.05 or something, I forget. It covers 200 to 400 megahertz. And this is a transmitter and receiver matching receivers. You can actually talk to the space shuttle. He'd probably get in trouble though. Right. We don't need trouble. Obey your laws. Come on, be good people. Don't be so stupid. Yeah, this is well bond epoxy. I was working on something to glue it back together. So it's always fun to be jovial and silly like me, if you can do that. I don't know, most people can't, I guess. Too serious with themselves, but I don't care. I don't give a I don't give a damn, you know? Yeah, I don't keep notes. You think I'm going to keep notes for why? What am I going to promote, huh? The only notes I kept were for basically machine shops to machine me something, or formulations for those giant crystal power shells I made for Japan and Germany. I had to give it to Goodfellows and Serac for them to make those wafers. It was costly damn things, but I happened to come across stuff on the warships that was self-reactive, and I got ideas, and they had to test it and that, and I put all the stuff together. And as you've seen on videos, the barium titanate cylinders are the best ones with a lot of power to them. 3 volts an ampere, I think. And what else did I make? A portable one. It's about a foot long or more, and it was about 2 inches in diameter. It put out 28 volts at 1/4 ampere. Had that thing for a number of years, and one day I just accidentally broke it, and well, hell with it. No, with customers, but then I had a lot of customers, like clients, that I made these for, like a retail group of business people. Carl David Anderson, and then the Japanese, and then Ottawa, Canada, Dr. Andrew Makrowski. Other clients I had, Germany and Japan I mentioned, but they give me huge amounts of money, like $250,000 to $500,000 to build these things for them, and they come every day. Not every day, I mean every month. At 11 a.m. precisely. I have all the letters and that. I don't know if I should be bothered even building another one and see if I get any investors, but these people came out. I didn't look for anybody. They just came to me. They heard about me, came to me and asked for advice and that. And I said, well, I can build it. It could be a chance it doesn't work. I don't know, but to earn money and do my best. And it turned out okay, so I made a lot of people quite happy. It's all analyzed at the Kyoto Institute of Technology, the frequencies, the voltage, and all that, because I give them to people for testing and analysis. It's the best way. But all in the case with my clients who were searching for mega investors, like put in several million to make factories, but nobody ever showed up and never did it, so I don't know. We were waiting around for one group from China. It was 24 million. They wanted to get going on it, and they never showed up. So that was Carl David Anderson and the other fellow, and Reatrade group of business people around the world. So anyway, that's some of the stories. But I was always busy with other things and vintage stuff, repairing it and rebuilding it and making my own stuff too. I go to machine shops and get things spun out like big round balls for Van de Graaff generators, high voltage components, and that kind of thing. KS Model Electrical Machinery donated turn of the century electrical machines to me. I'm very grateful to Ken Ahmad and the other gentleman, Fred Roche. I haunted that place like crazy. It was a machine shop and an electrical machinery place, repairs, and I sure got some excellent bargains from those folks. High voltage transformers, vintage electrical machinery, which you might see in some of the videos and that kind of thing. So I was highly motivated and inspired. I'm still highly motivated and inspired doing this whole system here, which I fired up some components and got some unique little balls of bead lightning, I suppose you call it that, and others free traveling balls. Because I use these things on toroidal coils. Always use toroidal coils. And they're charged high voltage DC or AC, but combination of both sometimes. But I use variable magnetic fields, old traveling wave tubes, have beautiful, powerful electromagnets. I heard something. No, not yet, I don't think. Where was that? Yeah, I could put an iron bar in there and get vary the magnetic field, either AC or DC, or high frequency AC. I used to have 3 of them around my nuclear reactor, which is just, I call it that, but it's not really. It's just a nuclear source. It's in a steel, round, stainless steel ball, a window in it, so you can direct the particles. And that had a high voltage spiral spark gap around it and other things that produced what I wanted it to produce. Just vintage stuff I learned about. So like that. I'm trying to make this video so people can understand if they're doing these videos on me all the time and they're not even using me. I'll just sort of put this out there, but anyway. John Alexander commented about one of them. They said he's just showing nothing really, just talking and talking and talking and showing these doctors and microscopes and that kind of thing. So it's kind of a funny video, but it's a couple of them out there. I'm not in them, but it doesn't matter as long as I find it kind of humorous. They always get the story wrong, you know. Why do they keep thinking the government took everything? No, they didn't. Somewhere that leaked out. You know, it's like a Donald Trump effect thing, you know, where Trump talks about illegal people in the USA are all criminals and that, so it gets into people's brains and they think, oh, yeah, well, it's that. You know, it's just kind of what Adolf Hitler used. Brainwashing people, you know, big shot, big mouth brainwashing a lot of stupid people. So anyway, that kind of happened with me, brainwashing, and the government said, no. They actually stored everything, and then they did take some items because they were damaged and they contained polyphenols, okay, PCB, polychlorinated biphenyls. But I I did sell that stuff off to the scrapyard actually, and other people. It was returned to me and it was stored in my sister's garage, and I just asked, screw it. I'll get rid of it, get some money, and take off and live in Germany, which I was invited to do so, but I never got around to it. Then the Japanese got involved with me, and then went on to making power cells and that kind of thing. And then I got to work on the warships for 5 years and acquire a lot of gear and I actually made some of my own and got that only 400 square foot apartment with 24 tons of stuff in it. Yahoo! And I engineered all like the flooring, put change down with turnbuckles to distribute the energy of the weight to the bearing walls, which I thought I'm pretty good at. You know, if not, the whole place would have collapsed. And it passed engineering inspection. I have the papers on it too, from New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. Everything was perfect, even the fire marshals. Then something happened when I started to create these effects that wandered out into people's apartments. And City Hall was just calls come in. Eventually I had to shut everything down and sell some off or donate it to Paul Pincott of a movie company, and I did that, sold some off, and then carried on. And then I met Nancy and decided to go by the invitation with all the guns and a good portion of electronics to fight oil slicks in Florida, and it worked. I was very skeptical, but I did it, and it was all documented by Bob Newman, and others down in the Gulf of Mexico had John Shelburne of NAVC show up from the U.S. government. These reports are all uploaded on John K. Hutchison slideshare.net. Check it out. And don't ask me stupid questions, just do your homework. Sorry, there's some negative people around, like Mr. Smith, I presume, who's using copyrighted video stuff of T. Townsend Brown and stuff that I did. The old bugger keeps on trucking away, it's just these old farts out there with their they fart with their ass crossed backwards. Anyway, I got those. And there's other talkers that just talk a blue streak and promise this, promise that, and blah, 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 and never get around to do anything. I'll release all that information when I do one of these interviews someday here for media. So, yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, hopefully this video is going to be okay. I mean, it didn't work yesterday, and I made... don't tell me it's gone off. I hope not. I got to check and see if it's recording. Old iPad is getting screwy all the time, Oh, let's see. I think it's still, it shows it's recording, but whether it records it all, I have no idea. So it's going to be New Year's. Wow. 2024. Holy, jumping, snapping arseholes. Woohoo. I got it. It's going to be interesting. I long for spring and summer and fall. And I get to sit out in the sun full bore, naked if possible, from 11 to 1 o'clock. And I'll wash my tan. I guess it's okay if I show my belly button. See, I'm turning white again. That's not fair to God and country, is it? Yeah. Come on, slap me down, baby. Anyway, back to reality. A New Year's, wow. Amazing. I got a lot done this last year. A lot of the high voltage stuff here, all here. And all the other instrumentation I use, which is all vintage, by the way, and I don't use modern stuff because it'll blow up and smoke out. I do have a few modern pieces here, but I wouldn't trust them to last too long. I believe they are mil-spec at that too, so we'll see. But anyway, oops. What else should I talk about? Mr. EDO is becoming quite well behaved in the laboratory. He walks around, licks my face once in a while, says hello. If I only teach him to pick up certain tools, that'd be cool. But he's a happy little dog, very intelligent little fellow. And, yeah, he's very smart. What else should I talk about? What do you want me to talk about? Yes, magnetic amplifiers. That's for a friend of mine, 107. I think it's 107. With a box. Sounding crappy here with my butt like so. Very heavy, about 200 pounds. Navy test gear. I think I had two of them. I used them for different things. I had also a very rare phase inverter. And also a very rare submarine detector. All a complete unit in a 19.5 inch by 14 inch high unit. Wow. I should never got rid of them, and I couldn't find any more ever again. So, oh well. Being submarine detection, ELF vibrational things, it would pick it up when I was adjusting the equipment, any kind of movement in the floor and that kind of stuff. I dared Mel Winfield to walk into the basement in Lynn Valley without setting it off. He just stepped on the concrete about 20 feet away and set it off. That was an amazing piece of gear. I got it from Rendell Parrot Electronics on 4th Avenue at the time, and they were classified. Nobody knows what it is. Oh dear. That had different knobs for sensitivity as well as for the called alarm. So very unique piece, vacuum tube of course. Got a picture of it. I wish I knew where to find one of those. If you have a lot of old gear that's from the Navy and military, send it to me, okay? Let me know. Send it to me. Donate it. Come on. Be good. I'll take good care of it and it'll be added in. Like so. Oh. It's been an interesting couple of months. Totally jumping on me. I had to make a video for somebody called Xanax, so did that too. I'll put that in the patient's portal. I really don't like the effects of the stuff, but sometimes you get like you can't sleep. That helps to sleep. It's a GABA grabber, okay? It converts GABA into your system. Taking pure GABA alone doesn't work. So it produces GABA, so it's a benzodiazepine family of drugs. I don't like the effects. I can't take melatonin. I took a melatonin. That made me kind of like, holy mackerel, what the hell is this stuff? Well, I know what it does do, but for me it's not that good. Anyway. Having fun. So I see Bob Greener's got some videos coming in Premiere. I can't be there to look at them because I don't have internet. I don't have internet here. And I got to keep busy with building this stuff up here, so I just do videos at night. Upload these ridiculous videos. Number one. That kind of thing. I got a stockpile of these. They are, you can put drill holes in and add components and that. They're 19.5 inch for rack cabinets. You can put components and build your own systems too, so. Got a whole pile of them down here, and I got more of these frames that came out with great cases for U.S. Navy. I can mount these big receivers and transmitters in it. Kind of, like that. It's kind of cool. So, and over here. Yeah, people are funny. They're very prejudiced against other people. If somebody has a different skin color, it's like they go nuts, like in the old days in the USA. Something wrong with this picture. What's wrong with the picture? Are they crazy? Truly unbelievable how dense and stupid humans are. And they go to war over what? They kill each other. They kill the greatest species for killing each other. It's incredible. Prejudice against so many different things. Sickening. It's sad. Truly is sad. Luckily, I never fitted in. Thank God for agoraphobia. I always shied away, and I was always taken care of by Canadian government folks, and that's I could do my own thing, and that's how I got away with it. I could never picture myself driving a car, going to work, having a cell phone, and all this bullshit. No. The only place I really went to work was for the Reef Society of British Columbia, Canada. 4 warships, 5 years of fun. I enjoyed every second of that, and for free. I had lots of money. I didn't need to ask for payment. All this stuff off the warship would be great. Worked out fine. Doing TV shows pays good money. I love doing that. I do exactly what the director or production people say. I've done stuff on location at Fox TV, CNN, Discovery Channel. I mean, it pays like thousands. One day I made $40,000. It was footage sold from USA from Canada to Japan. I've got the contracts and got all the original contracts. I was a star back then. Now I'm just a silly old has-been. Oh my goodness. I'm just a silly old goofy has-been. Lost in some weird Twilight Zone episode acting like this. But I love acting like this. I always have. I've said before 100 times in my various videos. Yeah, I know, I'm hypersexual, okay? And a lot of partners. Exploring the world of sexuality. It's kind of fun, I love it. No, thank God I'm not religious. I had a Bible one time, somebody gave me a Bible and I looked at it and started reading it and it didn't make it. I just threw it in the trash at somebody's programmed nonsensical gibberish that was done a long time ago. And followed into making churches all over the place and believe God and this crap and that. But that's my take on it. Your take is probably helps you. Whatever you believe in, follow it. Don't be hateful. Don't be stupid. Come on. Don't be bloody hateful. No, not worth it. Be loving and caring and understanding of things around you. You know? It's the only way to be. We're all different human beings. I'm a human being. I'm going to run away someday and go back to the sun or wherever I came from. You know? It's the way it goes. Come on. What the hell? It's a little itchy, yeah. So that's the way it goes. Humans can't comprehend the universe that well. I mean, Einstein tried to, and he did a good job on it, but it's so vast and huge. The human little mind can't really grasp it, you know. As far as aliens go, most likely not, because it's time to get from here to there and warp drive and all that. Only advanced races could probably do it. I may be wrong, I hope so. It'd be fun to see aliens. But I don't. It's interesting how we all see from our own eyes and how we think about ourselves and that, isn't it? Huh? It's really fun. It's kind of like, oh wow, am I gonna die? How many people on this earth all have this individual mind, and it's really cool. So it's good to be like that, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's my opinion, I suppose. But religion and rules and regulations, which are good. I mean, what the hell? I remember that idiot had a free energy website. I always forget his name. He came to Oregon and caused some issues, and the FBI got him, threw him in jail. Bloody child abuser. Agent Ross got him, nailed the bugger. I always had arguments with him online. He had websites on free energy and all that. Oh man, what the hell? I can't remember his name anyway. Who cares? And then you got the other idiots like Paul Panto, and I never met him. He phoned me one day and I hung up. He was stoned high and Molly. This ridiculous geek thing. I don't want to deal with fake people, like Paul Pantone or Dennis Lee and all those crackpots. It's not worth it. I was on the SBIR program, Small Business Innovator Program. And Tom Bearden put me on it in 1983 on all the way up to about 2005. I even submitted a proposal to DARPA, Miniature Energy Storage Systems, to the power cell stuff, and it was to Dr. Bud Duran. It was looked at. A lot of letters I got and stuff, and sent back that I had to follow these certain guidelines that were submitted. But then again, I was busy with other things, never got around to that, but it was a good program. It was SDIO was involved in a Star Wars initiative program, which I was involved in that. They sure sent a lot of cool material. The CIA people sent me tons and tons of stuff too. I had to go through a privacy coordinator, John M. Wright. He's very helpful in getting me all these UFO reports and alien reports, which I sent off to Austria for Ian Gaza for a film. They're very helpful. He invited me to go to the reading room, and I still got the papers and regulations, what you got to do. I had to get my passport notarized to get these documents. I did that. Sent it to John M. Wright, and it's followed up with a big crate of UFO stuff. So it was fun. Hell yeah! That was 1994, something like that. It's nothing secret, nothing like all this crap of it. Just cooperate and do your stuff properly. So, you learn. I wonder how long I've been chatting for. The iPad still, I had to plug it in, it's still running. iPad is still running. Yes. I need to double check that because I'm talking to myself and when somebody's coming pretty soon, I think. Take a look. Yeah, it's apparently still recording, so I get. Go get another cigarette. Getting a hoarse voice. Whoa. Okay, so, where am I here? Remind you. No, what? Getting there, I gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back. See, I'm very honest. Give me a... Okay, I'll be ready in about 15. Okay. 15 to 20 minutes. Got something going on here. What the heck is going on? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let me shut up. Smokes too much. So I gotta leave in about 15, 20 minutes and 30 minutes. No, what's it talking about? And they're talking about something. Some stupid stuff, by the way. The ranch video, I suppose you call this, or the stupid video. But I won't be filming the effects. Be somebody else filming it, as well as all those cameras over there will be covering everything. The target area will be high definition. When I get everything running again, got to get quite dramatic, I suppose. It takes a couple of years to even get this far, so. Wow. Who'd ever thought I'd be doing this stuff again? Anyway, I will be. The Hutchison effect, they call it. Not my word. It was named by Alex Fitzgerald and George Hathaway. I never named it anything. I never even bothered talking about it. And just by accident, somebody, Mr. Murphy, had things go wrong with his furniture and upstairs, and then word leaked out. CBC, somebody working at CBC saw something and reported. The next thing I knew was, well, I met Mel Winfield. He talked about it, and he came around filming it. Up shows Alex Fitzgerald, then George Hathaway. God, that's a long time ago. My God, I was looking after my parents' house when they were on vacation in Acapulco with friend Bill Ross, who was a transgender person I was hanging out with at the time. Wow. oh, 1979 or something. I was working on, I got from Amex Salvage a 90 mm anti-aircraft gun. It was $200. I just tried to take it apart. Got killed taking it apart from Amex Salvage. They just gave it to me and I said, I know what I'm doing, okay? I know about springs and things. This would be in 78, 79, I don't know. It's in the North Shore News. If somebody cared to look up the North Shore News, man killed by artillery piece at the Armory in North Vancouver. J.P. Fell Armory and the 103 Thunderbird Squadron, who had it, sold it to Amex Salvage to 200. And I talked to Amex Salvage about after that gentleman was killed. And I saved actually the parts that shot out of the cannon, big massive springs, bogey mount suppression units. A lot of sirens going on here too. So maybe you people that are doing videos can look up the story of North Shore News of the cannon killing somebody. I should have taken the whole damn cannon. But if you look at, actually I took screenshots of some of the videos on the news story, people interviewing me, and I'll just put the screenshot up of the thing I'm in, the old lab that I got. It was the traverse mechanism. Has that and the elevation mechanism. So that's basically everything else. I should have taken the whole cannon. But that's a long time ago. So I had the part in '85 when I was doing demonstrations with the news people. I'll post that. What the hell? Well, okay, so 90 mm cannon. I had North Shore Taxi pick me up at around 5 after I worked on it and take the parts back, and I had even a moving company help me with the full traverse mechanism and elevation mechanism. That was my first encounter with good old cannons, although we got some made when I was a kid at a machine shop. But going back to what the hell I talked about, oh yeah, so really going around in circles telling a lot of stuff today that, oh well, who cares? Gotta hold this thing now. Try to get different angles. It's getting boring, I know, with water. Still recording, I hope we are. Let me just hold this thing because I don't want to shut off or lose the whole video. Here I am in my scat. Acting silly, which I do best. Even working with things, I act in a very positive and safe way. Like on the warships, I'd strap myself onto the superstructure so if I fell, I wouldn't fall. Along with my tools, with small ropes, and the thing I was taking off the ships would have rope on it. Everything is roped together and lower it down safely. Like you may see some of them over there, off the warships. Getting a cracking or a voice. Little Johnny Cupcake talking a blue streak here. Oops. Oh, I'm okay. At least you get a good laugh out of these videos, I'm sure. And sometimes the fans go berserk, you know. They go, oh no, what's he doing? He's gone crazy. The government got to. Or the government usually gets you, or they did your mind with LSD and all this crap. Just stupid people, ignorant people everywhere. Yeah, there is. Too many ignorant people. So I'm going to get going here because I got to do this interview. Oops, water. Come on, don't give up. The power supply's warm. That's good. So, anyway, I'm going to start to close down this video. I got to check out how long I've been chatting for. Make it do some. Oh, almost an hour of chatting. Holy shit. I hope this thing saves, excuse my French, saves it. Don't need it going off and waste all that talking for nothing. Not fun. It's not fun, it is. Ah, Red Room. Can you guess what movie this is from? Red Room, 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 Red Room. show off my lovely legs. Red room, 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 red room. Excuse me, I'm totally wacky today, but that's okay. Good tax like free association. Red room. Red room, red room, red room, red room. So you see any other? Okay, and that's with. Do you see any other scientists doing this kind of stuff? No. Too wrapped up in their own ego and their self-imagery and I could be wearing a white coat and talking serious. I don't think so. That's not me. I'm not serious. I'm delirious. I'm a crazy person. What can you say? Open the door here. Oh, what do we got in here? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, nothing much. Red room, red room, red room. I don't want to keep the people waiting, but anyway, I'll just keep. I'm in the mood to chat, talk. Yeah, so Billy Ross and he wrote a report, and what he viewed in the laboratory is still got his report. It's not public yet, but well, I got it. I got Tom Sky's report. That was in 2007, wasn't it? Yeah, 2008 actually. But Tom Sky, hi Tom, how you doing? Wrote up. Got many other things that people wrote up and filmed, and he made a film about it. He got some effects on film and all that. So I got a lot of people filming stuff, and so maybe if somebody sees this ridiculous video, they can do a proper video on yours truly, me, John Kenneth Hutchison, the lunatic, the Canadian, wild, crazy Canadian. All right, okay, so I'm gonna shut this off and restart, just in case. So I lose an hour or totally incomprehensible gibberish. Red room, red room, red room, red room. Incomprehensible garbage. Yeah, okay. Shutting off, going to number 2.